Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. For those of you that are new, I welcome you warmly. Today I will be looking at both of your energies, yours and the person you're inquiring about, so somebody who is currently on your mind. It is called a Caturday reading because I'm using cat decks, but it is a normal love reading. So that's just a brief explanation for those of you that are new. So let's begin. I will start from your energies, Cancer, and I will ask what is your current thoughts, feelings, and energy towards this person and this connection. Then 3 cards from their side, then also 3 cards for their actions and intentions going forward, potential outcome and advice. Thank you so much for being here, for visiting, for clicking and liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate all your support to the channel very much. Sending much love and healing energies your way. And happy weekend, happy Caturday for everybody. Hope you like cats, but if you don't, it's still a general love reading. Keep in mind this is general, not personal, okay? So there might be mixed messages coming through as I'm tapping into energies of many Cancerians. For personal readings, link is below. So let's begin. In spirit of service for the highest good of all, show me the energies of Cancer. Cancer towards the person on their mind. 3 jumpers, please. Cancer's thoughts, feelings, energy towards this person and this connection. Three of Wands. You're waiting. Expecting something. Two more. Cancer's energy, thoughts, feelings, energy towards this person and this connection. Thank you. 4 of Cups, so rather disappointed, feeling rejected, or in general, and a little bit of an apathy, not very enthusiastic at this moment. 9 of Pentacles, it seems like you are focusing on yourself, on your finances, on your well-being, a bit of a self-care card. There's 9 of Cups as well, so your own emotional fulfillment. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You might be focusing on your health, on your finances, on your business, on whatever it may be, fitness. But 9 of Pentacles is focus on the self, on your independence. So you might be choosing yourself and to be single. You've been waiting for a while, but you are feeling disappointed, rejected, or you rejected this person because they disappointed you. Nevertheless, there seems to be still some waiting happening with the 3 of Wands. And if we think about the regular Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, we are turning our back to something and looking more positively into the future. If this doesn't work out, that's fine. I'll just refocus on myself and start something new. But you see, this cat has quite glowing eyes and is quite optimistic, but it is also a little bit of an expectancy. With the butterflies, we do see that there is transformation. Something is changing. You might be expecting a change, expecting some sort of evolution, and in the meantime, you do know that focusing on yourself will bring the results. Either the person that you're wanting back comes back when you focus energy back on yourself because of the laws of physics and law of attraction, and you've learned that from internet. And then even if they don't, you still benefit from investing in yourself energetically. But you might be waiting on something. 9 of Cups. You may have been partying a little bit more lately, a little bit overindulgence, doesn't have to be, or this is how you view them. In general, we are talking about fulfilling our own emotional needs in that time. The Chariot. So there is determination to get to the happiness, whatever it may be for you. You want to move in the new direction, whether with this person on board or not. There is a sense of understanding and self-control and determination to overcome any obstacles and move towards happiness. Now, the happiness is something different for everybody. It could be that you would like to overcome obstacles. You're waiting for this person at the moment, not really satisfied with the way things are in your life in general, and you're making yourself available by focusing on yourself and focusing on your health, wealth, and everything else, and well-being and independence, because that's what's going to bring you another person, or you're hoping they will come back to you when you're in the best shape in order to move forward together. It will be different for each of you. Let's see what they're thinking. I will use clarifiers, also a cat deck if necessary later on. Show me Cancer's person. The person Cancer is inquiring about. I just saw a star and 5 of cups. So somebody's trying to heal. There's some hope. Could be an Aquarius you're dealing with. Could be another Cancer, because we have seen Chariot. But I think you're in your own element. Show me Cancer's person. The person Cancer is inquiring about, thinking about at this time. Nine of Wands, so they're a little bit beaten up, a bit weary at the moment, cautious. They feel hurt. They've been through a lot. I don't know if this is between the two of you or in general their life. They might be a bit skeptical at the moment. Feel wounded. This is somebody who is also dealing with a lot, has been through a lot in their life, but also it's a fighter. It's a fighter, somebody who is a fighter, and this person never gives up, really. 4 of Swords, there might be silence between the two of you. With the 4 of Swords, we're thinking, we're healing from something, we're taking some time out, resting, recovering, recuperating, maybe praying, meditating, whatever they need to do. There's a lot of thinking happening as well. Page of Swords, they might be trying to gather some information about you, learning about you, studying, trying to find something out, because it's a card of a student. I saw Devil there, so I wanted to see, but there's Empress prior to Devil. So they do see, they learn a lot about you, and Empress is the divine feminine energy. So we're talking about nurturing, loving energy, Venus, balance, family. There could be a Empress around your person. We will have to see. This is either what they're learning about you, seeing you as this very nurturing person. You might be a single mother, because I see a female with a baby cat here, or this is somebody around them. Could be mother, sister. It doesn't have to be romantic, that they might be attached to with the Devil. There could be a codependent relationship they're in. This could be mother of their children, baby mama, or somebody they are connected to, especially with the 10 of Cups. So again, this could be they're a little obsessed about you because they see you as an Empress, 10 of Cups, and you know, they're also wanting to make things happen, or there is somebody else. So you will know if you're dealing with somebody who is married or in codependent relationship. Otherwise, this is how they view you. So let's get clarity here. Please give me, Spirit, 3 energies. What this person is thinking, feeling, energies towards Cancer and this connection at this time. The person on Cancer's mind, what they are thinking, feeling, energies towards Cancer and this connection at this time. Well, they are overthinking, stressing, anxiety, difficulty sleeping at this time. Well, it doesn't have to be negative. It's just thinking at night. They don't really sleep. I mean, 9 of Swords can be something even with guilt or planning. So it can come with a certain level of anxiety. Under the deck, I have 2 of Cups and 6 of Cups. So they're missing you, reminiscing, thinking about you a lot, and they feel strong connection with you. They might be thinking and reminiscing about the times which you spent together. Maybe you've been drinking wine together at night somewhere. Or this is thinking in general about the mutual feelings you have. This is a strong feeling, strong connection and love with the 2 of Cups. They might be also thinking about wanting to meet you and take you out. 6 of Swords, there was 6 of Cups. So there's some sort of progress, maybe waiting for things to calm down, or they would like to move to calmer waters with you and bring more peace in this connection. They might be even trying to calm themselves down if that's the case. If there was no conflict between the 2 of you, because your disappointment may come from somebody's not taking action. You will also end up in a Four of Pentacles, so you keep being single and focusing on yourself. Okay, I'm waiting and waiting with this Three of Wands. This person is not taking any action. They're probably not interested. It doesn't have to be that way. In general, of course, if somebody is interested, they will. But they might have anxieties. There might be people that are struggling with communication, with being vulnerable, or have strong fear of rejection. So not always. They may have strong feelings towards you and not take action. Does it mean you wait forever? No. It means that you need to understand that maybe this person is not ready for a relationship, because you cannot wait forever. Even if there are the feelings, it doesn't mean that it's going to translate into relationship. But let's see what's going to happen. Okay, this wants to show, this is Two of Swords. Again, somebody is on the fence and is trying to figure out what to do. This is also overthinking, night overthinking. It could be an air sign you're dealing with, because there's a lot of sword energy showing up, which means they might be too much in their head. Usually it happens that people that overthink end up making the wrong decision or not doing anything, because they have talked themselves out of taking action. But let's see. Two more jumpers, please, for the Cancer's person. What are their thoughts, feelings, and energy in general towards Cancer and this connection? Thoughts, feelings, energy towards Cancer and this connection. The Hangman. Okay, so definitely could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have more sword energy, Queen of Swords, and Hangman. Hangman is somebody who is at the moment stuck, taking a pause, taking a break, taking a step back, and is trying to see the big picture, maybe to see your perspective here. Maybe there was an argument, you are dissatisfied, they don't know really how to make things right. They maybe felt they were doing everything right, but you're not happy, and there is a rejection, and they're trying to see and understand, but they're taking a pause, taking a minute to figure things out. So Queen of Swords is very logical. This is somebody who's making decisions as well. This is strong Libra, Moon in Libra, and we are Two of Swords was Moon in Libra, but we have strong Libra here with weighing of the options, of being fair, of truthful communication. It is a little bit more passive, because it's showing up as a queen, even if this is a man, because there's no gender in tarot, just energies. This is somebody who might be, trying to evaluate the whole situation and what decisions need to be made going forward. Queen of Swords could have a little bit guard up also. She knows the truth, she communicates the truth. Maybe they need some clarity. This is also a bit detached energy. With the Hangman, it is somebody who takes a step back and is looking at the big picture. So definitely coming through Aquarius. Aquarius a bit colder, detaching from this situation at the moment. I see Four of Cups. So both of you have Four of Cups energy. Either feeling rejected, dissatisfied, uncertain, fear of rejection if I reach out, apathy, not really very active card. What are their intentions? I will clarify these energies so we will know a little more about them. Definitely a lot of thinking is happening. Okay, but they might be appearing very detached at the moment, and that's why you may feel you're waiting for something, and we have non-action on this side. So it's a good thing you're focusing on yourself and on your pentacles, Cancer, whatever the pentacle is, health, wealth, your energy, claiming back your energy, which is very good, to be sovereign. Because if you have been more projecting onto them or needing them in any form or shape to validate you, you're then giving away your energy. So you're reclaiming your energy and your sovereign power, and to be more independent, and then detached, and therefore not hurt. But the waiting is still happening. There's still some sort of expectation. Page of Cups as I stopped. Intentions and actions going forward of this person towards Cancer. What are their intentions and actions going forward in this connection? Intentions and actions towards Cancer in the near future. So we have the Fool. Somebody wants to take that leap. Maybe feeling a little foolish, maybe feels a little risky here. That's why there is so much overthinking happening. 9 of Pentacles, and I'm seeing 3 of Swords there behind. So, okay, there's too many, but I will look into them. King of Swords, so we have Queen and King of Swords. Strength, somebody needs courage to come forward, but is overthinking the situation heavily. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 6 of Cups, but this is the desire to reconnect. They're missing you. 6 of Wands under the deck, so wanting again another 6 to have a victory here. Tell me more. Intentions and actions going forward towards Cancer. Wow, Queen of Cups. Look at this cat about to jump off the cliff as he's jumping after this butterfly, right? It's tempting. This cat wants to catch this butterfly. That's you. And he knows it's risky, and he's kind of trying to keep his balance and stay on the rock. But if he jumps, he's going to fall down. But he needs to trust, right? He knows he potentially will end up harming himself. But in the same time, if I don't jump, butterfly is going to run away from me. It's going to fly off. So we have Queen of Cups. Intentions and actions towards you going forward is Queen of Cups. That is love. That is emotion. That is compassion. Forgiveness, if forgiveness was needed, that would be also part of it. But they want to come with unconditional love towards you. One more for their intentions and actions. I feel also they want to give you more attention because you are the Queen of Cups. And this is showing up in their intentions and actions. Yes, taking a leap of faith. Yes, I want to start a fresh, brand new cycle with you. But also this is looking into your emotion and your needs. This is focusing on you. I think they had a change of perspective and see maybe where your needs have not been met. That's why 4 of Cups. They had a 4 of Cups as well, but I feel it was more in them feeling rejected, but understanding why. I'm either you improve my life or I choose to be by myself, because why would I be entertaining somebody else and filling up somebody else's cup when my cups are left empty? Have you noticed? A lot of cups are spilled in this 9 of Cups. It's like, okay, there are the 2 of Cups. This is the most important to me, okay, at the moment. And it looks like maybe, like this cat, you have been focusing on this relationship and giving a lot emotionally to it. But all of your other cups are spilled. So that means your emotional needs have not been met. And I think somebody's starting to see that they maybe didn't value you and didn't give you what you needed. And this is the reason we need to start it completely different with the Fool. Tell me more. One more card for their intentions and actions going forward with Cancer. Coming forth more loving, more emotionally available, because here we have all of the sword energy, cold, detached. It could be an air sign, and they have this realization that they cannot stay cold and detached. They need to come with more emotion. So they are still overthinking the situation. That's why we have the Fool showing up, 8 and 9 of Swords. They need to figure out how. Okay, they might be in their feelings as well at the moment, so they need maybe a little bit more time to process their feelings, because this is somebody who's overthinking, like I said, and they keep themselves trapped in this self-imposed prison, especially if they are trying to comprehend, they're trying to intellectualize their feelings, their emotions. They want to come with emotion, but they may have a little difficulty doing that. Well, under the deck, there's Ace of Pentacles, so this is again, new opportunity that they are overthinking. There's definitely regret with the past, because I've seen just 5 of Cups, and here's again the 2 of Cups. Strong connection. They want to come back towards this. If you remember, or if you see here, 3 cups are spilled, sure, but the 2 are again still standing. We have a repetitive theme of those 2 cups standing up, which is the first deck where I see in the 9 of Cups only 2 cups standing up. And maybe this is where we need to focus. Maybe this is what you did. You did want to invest, you wanted to give a lot emotionally, as you would as Cancerian, but other needs have been neglected. That could be connection with your friends, your hobbies, anything else. It kind of went out the window. Now that's also your decision to choose where you're gonna invest emotionally, and make sure that you don't over invest or over give in situations where you're not receiving back. That is on you, on us, always on the person that is giving, and realize that if this is not being reciprocated, you need to pull back your energy, which you did here, and correct so, to regain your balance and refocus on yourself if you're not getting it back from somebody else, because you will lose on that. They will keep taking. People always take. It's a wonderful feeling when somebody's giving. We take, but you end up with resentment towards them. But why, right? So it is, you've given it and then feeling resentful because somebody took it. We have to be very careful, because this happens more often than we know. We're giving, but not everyone has the same emotional capacity to give back emotionally. So if this is an intellectual person, they might give differently. You might have very different love languages. So it's worth keeping that in mind, so you don't end up with resentment. And also clearly ask for what do you need, and see if they reciprocate. If they don't, it means they do not care about your needs, and maybe this is time to really move on and choose to be single. And I think that's what you did. And because you pulled back your energy and focused on yourself, so claim back your energy, they had to change a perspective. They took a pause here and understanding few things, that they need to start afresh, completely different, with more emotion. They need to be more emotionally available to you and more compassionate to you. They did not take in your emotions into consideration very much. Okay, so what's the potential outcome? Potential Cancer, because you have free will, you can first of all manifest different outcome, or just choose different outcome. Some of you will say yes to this person when they return, some of you will say no. There are some fears and still uncertainty on how to bypass maybe your defenses, but you're sensing they're coming. You are expecting something. Potential outcome for Cancer and this person. Eight of Wands. So you will have a conversation and progress and movement forward. There could be a lot of talk happening. Interesting, I have Knight of Cups and a Hierophant. So there will be some sort of apology. This conversation may be expressing emotions, expressing feelings with the Knight of Cups, maybe an apology. And a Hierophant can talk about some sort of agreements, getting on the same page when it comes to your needs, morals, values, and maybe even commitment. When we are talking about Hierophant, definitely that could be the case. Magician, it is working things out, making things happen, setting up intentions together. You see, it's fun how these brooms go one way and other way. So it will be an exchange, going back and forth in communication. Magician is also Mercury card, so also communication, but also problem solving, figuring things out, having all the tools that you need on the table and working things out together. And intention, very strong intention. What we want, do we align with the intention for the future? As within, so without, as above, so below. And confidence, there is a need for confidence to create whatever we desire. Knight of Cups, emotional expression, emotional need. Somebody may have been sitting alone with wine, glass of wine, for a while, thinking about it as well, what to say. Advice for Cancer. We have 2 8s in the reading, 8 8, and 2 9s. Advice, wow, that was quick. Two of Pentacles. There is need for balance, taking our time with decision going forward. Everything needs to be in balance, and understanding maybe time management, negotiation, and adaptation to changes. There's need for flexibility and adaptation to changes, because that's what the Two of Pentacles always means. And we have Ace of Wands under the deck, so passionate new beginning. But this is a brand new start, getting excited, and this is also an inspiration, an idea. So there might be the need to be a little bit flexible. You know, you might be going a little bit back and forth with this person, but do not consider this a rejection straight away, but rather a negotiation and adaptation to change. Of course, if you want to, right? This is also a decision, should I not take that leap of faith? And I split the deck and I have a High Priestess, so that's of course you and your intuition. You do have all the knowledge that you need and desire in order to make the right decision. Your intuition is going to guide you if you just tap into it. This is our subconscious that is connected to the superconscious. So if you can relax your mind enough and trust it, those nudges, everything that you need to know about every subject is there. That's why intuition or clear cognizance is instantaneous. You see, this person is going through intellectual processes. That's the mind. And that, as lovely tool as it is, helpful in the 3D to find a way. It is slow, it is a hard labor, and it is prone to mistakes because it is working with the data that it already has. So it's very limited. It doesn't see outside its own limitation, right? The limitations that we place on ourselves with the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. But this person is getting the fact that they don't understand everything. They need to see the bigger picture, remove themselves from their own mental prison, perhaps surrender a few things, like their own thought processes with the Hangman, let go of certain things in order to be able to move forward. They do have this clarity now, okay? They do have the clarity. So they are willing and they want to take that leap, and they will be communicating with you, but it is you who is more advanced when it comes to intuition and emotions. So you will need to lead with emotions. They may struggle with emotions and how to express their emotions, so you're in charge. If you're the feminine, always the feminine is in charge when it comes to emotions, vulnerability, and sharing emotions. So if you can do that with a very balanced way, rather than overwhelming emotion or emotional outburst, because it can be misunderstood by others or even feared very often, then you become the catalyst. You teach this person how to be vulnerable. And of course, because you have intuition, you already know things. It's instantaneous and always accurate. Intuition is always accurate. This person needs to go through a slow process of thinking, analyzing, rethinking, reanalyzing, taking step back, and making mistakes very often on the path. For you, it's like that. So just remember that you're different. Not everybody is gonna get it as quickly. Sorry, I paused for a minute because the dog was barking outside to see what's happening. So let's clarify a little bit. Well, you're in a little bit of a apathetic energy, so you may want to check this energy. And I know you're focusing on yourself, or you chose yourself. You decided, okay, fine, things don't work, I never get what I want from it, so I'm just going to focus on myself. This is a very good energy, but don't hyper focus on yourself or lock yourself from others. You will need to check this energy. Like this cat's eyes, it's more of an optimistic thinking about future, waiting with more of a optimistic outlook. Like it's a positive expectancy. Four of Cups, there is this satisfaction and too much focus on the past at the moment. So you may want to check this Four of Cups energy within yourself to redirect your thoughts to something higher vibrational, because just for your well-being, just to feel better, of course, but also then you are attracting everything better to yourself. Tell me whatever you feel Cancer needs to hear. Right. We have the High Priestess showing up here again. Trust your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's coming up when I'm talking about this Four of Cups. Your disappointment. Try to hear what the Four of Cups energy is trying to tell you. It is something coming up. There is messages that are trying to come through in order to help you deal with the Four of Cups, or maybe understand why you even feel Four of Cups in the first place. And it could be because there is silence between the two of you with the High Priestess. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Two of Swords. Page of Swords. Six of Chalice. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands here. I don't know, do you feel there was a third party? Let's keep going, we will find out. High Priestess and Queen of Wands are very spiritual cards, and you have this spirituality, and maybe you need a little bit more of the Queen of Wands energy, which is more self-confident. And your High Priestess will tell you your own intuition, how to deal with the Four of Cups. Maybe focus even more on connecting to your spirituality, to your higher self, while you're in solitude. These moments of when we feel down, when we feel low, where we feel disappointed, are the moments that are openings for our enlightenment and spiritual growth. It's never going to happen when we're enjoying ourselves. So if you look at it from that perspective, the good stuff in life is actually not good for you because you don't evolve at all. And the so-called bad moments, because we assign meaning to these situations, are actually good for you because the greatest spiritual growth happens then, in adversity, or when we're sitting in silence, or when we are going through some difficult emotion. Something is trying to come through to help you understand something that may help you release you from this emotion, and it's coming through your intuition, through your higher self. You might have a black cat, or you should get one. Adopt a cat. Adopt a cat. Tell me more about Four of Cups Cancer is going through, please. There's a lot of patience and silence with this High Priestess. Tell me more about this Four of Cups for Cancer. I feel called to clarify for you what you're dealing with. Page of Swords. This is learning something, you see. Inquiring, learning something. High Priestess is the same, yes? She's inquiring, she's understanding, she has the knowledge. Page of Swords is communication, but it is also inquiry. It's a student, it's learning, it's finding something out, very often coming together with a Hangman, actually, because this helps us change our perspective on something. When we learn, when we find out, inquire, be curious. There's Queen of Swords here. So maybe you're kind of junior, because Page, at the moment, in establishing more of a logical approach to this emotion. But ultimately, you are supposed to yourself step into Queen of Swords and be able to detach better. You're at the earlier stages of learning to detach yourself from your own emotions, or other people being able to influence your emotions. This needs to mature to Queen of Swords, King of Swords, which doesn't mean being cold. You have the good and the bad side of every card. Queen of Swords can be a total, and cut people out and cut their throats and throw everybody out and be very cold and unapproachable. But also she can be very compassionate, strong intuition, understanding, very good communicator, clarity in making decisions without losing the emotional side and connection to the heart. So that balance is the key. Tell me about this person, please, and why this person is in Nine of Swords energy when it comes to Cancer and this connection. Why they are in Nine of Swords energy. So 9 of Pentacles, I feel, well, 9, maybe they are also very independent person and also have been self-focused, and they are realizing that, or they are thinking about you, because 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, you might be both very individuals with their own lives, and it is a little more difficult to merge those lives together because you value your independence, and there might be some fears in losing this independence. For others, you know, this is King of Chalice, King of Cups. This person has a lot of love for you. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, we have a matching pair. It could be even overwhelming. I mean, King of Cups has his own stability and ability to control his emotions. He's not going to show these emotions too much. Maybe this person needed a little bit time out, like yourself, to reclaim their own independent energy, focus on themselves, on their money or their business, because of the strong emotion they're feeling towards you. They needed some time to think things through, whether this is really love or what is it. And sometimes we need to pull back and disconnect for a while to gain perspective with the Hangman, and clarity and understanding with the Queen of Swords before we actually take action. Because, you know, it makes no sense taking action and then going back to square one if it doesn't work. What do I really want? Maybe they didn't know what they wanted beforehand. Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is something that they may want to give you, offer you, communicate to you. This is more of a solid, more grounded offer. Tell me more about this Hangman on their side with this cute cat hanging off the tree. What are they thinking about or stuck on or letting go of? Tell me about Hangman on this person's side. If you're interested in personal readings, in-depth readings like that, Cancer, all readings are on discount at the moment, 20%, and you can read more about them. 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes. The link is below. So that will be more, you know, personalized to you. So this is decision, being on the fence and uncertainty, not really seeing everything. That's why they took the step back. What action needs to be taken, or what happened in the past, or why. Something is that they didn't see, or they are realizing that they didn't see with this Hangman, that they didn't know, that they didn't make a decision or made a wrong decision in the past. Tell me more about Hangman with the Two of Swords, trying now to take a step back in order to make the right decision. Tell me, which I already said, just in a different format. Yeah, this is the Nine of Swords. You see, coming in reverse, it means they are coming out of this anxiety and overthinking. But it was all connected to this Nine of Swords, which I already explained. Step back and think what you want to do. Especially if there was maybe stalemate between the two of you not communicating. Here we have another Page of Wands, exploring the idea, the new path, the communication that might need to take place. Tell me more about Queen of Swords. So that's why they took a step back and needing to look at the big picture, detach, see the bigger picture, so they come out from their own mental clutter. Tell me about Queen of Swords on this person's side. This could also be somebody who is giving an advice to your person. Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles is back. This is very logical approach to decision making going forward when it comes to giving you some sort of solid offer to the new opportunity. For some reason there's 10 of Swords under the deck, so something painful has ended for them. Maybe this is why they have been so analytical, cold, detached, uncertain, because of some bad experience from the past that they had. There is understanding that this event, whatever it was, is completed, is finished. It has to be forgotten. We have to detach from it completely. With the Queen of Swords, she's making this decision, and then we are able to have a solid new beginning, right? This is building a solid foundation with Ace of Pentacles. But this person is overthinking this whole situation, which is fine. You want this person to come sure of what they want. Tell me about the Fool, this person's energy in their actions and intentions. The Fool. Queen of Swords seems already decided, or this is how they are viewing you, that you have your sword up and clarity, and you have communicated that you are only and only interested in something that has potential to grow into something long term. And if they are not willing to meet you there, if they are not looking for the same thing, then you need to go your separate ways, and you're choosing yourself, because you are at that stage in your life where you know what you want, and you're not going to have any fun games or see how it goes, or no, from the beginning we need to agree that we are building something solid. So take it as it resonates. If you have communicated that to them, this is what they are looking at and thinking about, and they know. That's why they maybe needed to pull back and see, is it what I want as well? Are we on the same page? Tell me about their intentions and actions going forward with the Fool. This is almost like personal reading for somebody. The Fool. Wow. 10 of Cups. They are seeing the big picture. This is 10 of Cups, is the ultimate long-term happiness and fulfillment, and they want to move towards you to fulfill that. All of the cups together on the table as a happy family, with cats or dogs or children, whatever makes you happy. Here we have a kitty family, and again the Hangman. They do see the potential, and they are just overthinking it. And I think they didn't see it before with the Two of Swords, which is, taking time out, listening to our intuition, and we were undecided. But now when we see the big picture, we are no longer stuck. That's why 9 of Swords in reverse, in overthinking. I know now. I see. I have clarity and decision. 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups, 8 of Swords. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles is here as well. So this is the slow and steady coming to preparation, setting the intentions, and kind of being practical about it. How do we approach it? Tell me more about actions and intentions going forward. Why there's 8 of Swords? We know Queen of Cups is love. 10 of Cups is love. Tell me about 8 of Swords, what they are still kind of trapped in. So 10 of Wands, there is something that is weighing heavily on this person, and they need to drop it. And it could be that they are not sure how to figure things out because they have a lot on their plate, or something that they've been carrying over from the past. We have seen 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. They're definitely trying to figure it out, to loosen this burden. For others, they are trying to figure out a move. There could be a relocation needed, moving to a new house. 8 of Swords, so they are gaining clarity and decisions on what to do. This sword is a sword of victory, of clarity, clear cut from the past to a new beginning. Sorry, again, my dog. Okay, sorry guys, again. It's just some tourists. My dog is getting excited. So we're dropping those burdens. There is the need to make an effort. There's need for changes, letting go of something that has been weighing us down. Maybe we've been carrying too much, or like I said, it could be a move, house move for some of you, and they are just trying to find a way forward. This is Hermit. We are in Virgo season at the moment, so there's a lot of soul searching, introspection, thinking, trying to figure things out that is happening for this person. They really have been through it a lot with the 9 of Wands. This is somebody who is ready to drop it. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and then 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. They are nearing some sort of completion in their personal life that allows them then to, cross that line. They're in the process of kind of making a decision with the new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool towards their emotional fulfillment. but there are still things that have not been fully released from their past. Whatever it is, it will be different for each of you. Let's clarify. They know what to do though. With the Ace of Swords, there is clarity on this. It's another Ace and a Fool. So definitely thoughts of this new, brand new beginning. Tell me about Eight of Wands as outcome. Eight of Wands as outcome for Cancer. You might be going, visiting each other's homes for a while. You know, traveling on the broom. Halloween season is near. You will be traveling to them. They will be traveling to you. Communication back and forth, progress, sense of direction. Tell me about, oh well, that's a lot of fast moving energy. With Eight of Wands is super fast, and things picking up suddenly if they have been stagnant. And then we have Knight of Swords, so another card of communication, very fast incoming communication. I think it's gonna be, you know, decisions made on the flight, or they are rushing in to talk to you, and decision you will make later on. And Spirit is leaving it then open for you to make a decision, because it will, everybody will make different decision. That's the decision here. With the Two of Wands, we need to leave the home, the castle, the whatever comfort zone we are in. It could be your solitude as well, or for them. And we're choosing new paths, setting intentions for something different. A lot of mind energy, swift mind energy and communication incoming. Tell me about advice for Cancer. What is this Two of Pentacles about? There's always to think about two. Like I mentioned, this has to be balanced between the two of you. And in relationships, sometimes it's going to be more for you on your side, sometimes more for them, right? You need to share the responsibilities and share and be adaptable to the needs. So if it's not always 50-50 or 100-100, sometimes one person will be giving 75 and the other 25, because maybe you're sick or you're between jobs, and then so you cover each other, and then the other person is taking on a little bit more. Same with needs. Sometimes one person's needs can be met, other times the other person's, but you will need to find this balance and negotiate and communicate well between you two. Tell me more about Two of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, yes. So talking about emotional fulfillment and our own needs. This is again what I was saying. I don't know how, I mean, I know how, it's intuitive, but Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment on our own and regulating our own emotional needs and fulfillment and happiness. And then sharing it and balancing this out between the two of you, so one is not feeling beaten up or that is overgiving on, or overdoing, when the other one is feeling neglected. And that's where the stuckness comes from for you and them with Eight of Swords. Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Sharing resources, time, energy, but it has to be fair and balanced, and never neglecting your own, but in the same time remembering about needs of others, because nine is receiving what we want and knowing we deserve it, but it can be quite selfish. So the selfish can be good thing. You need to focus on your emotional fulfillment on your own, instead of seeking it all the time, like validation from others. On the other hand, we cannot be too selfish. We need to remember about the needs of others. I hope it makes sense. Yeah, collaboration. Two of Pentacles going to Three of Pentacles, finding solutions, working things out, collaborating, being fair, getting on the same page. It's a teamwork. You're working on this together to make each other happier, because you need to be happy already, and then you enter a relationship to be happier. And it is important that the other person cares about your happiness and they have your best interest in mind. If they're only caring about their own fulfillment and not your needs, that's not going to work. Even if you force it for a little bit, it's going to fall apart a little later. What they would like to say to you. what they would like to say to you. What would you like to say to Cancer? What would you like to say to Cancer? Silence. I am sorry for my silence. I just needed a break. Yeah, that's what I said. And now I don't know how to reach out to you again. I am afraid you won't let me back. So that's the Four of Cups. I know it's been a long time since we haven't spoken, but trust me, my love, I missed you so much during this time, and I'm finding my way back to you soon. So you don't have to take word for word, but just a little bit. There is silence, and they regret, and they have a bit of an anxiety when it comes to coming back to you. Thinking is all over this reading. Okay, I am thinking about you at this moment. Thought of you never leave my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I am hearing remind me of you. It makes me more vulnerable and think about you even more. We know about all the thinking that's happening. Definitely could be air sign, doesn't have to be. Can have strong air in their chart. If you know the chart, you will know. Wait, I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. Queen of Cups. It means, and King of Cups. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's time. I know it's taking me a while. I do know what you need, your needs, you see, and I want to do this right. Ace of Pentacles. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. It is a nice confirmation of what we have been seeing so far. I think I want to use the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. I usually get a question, from which book am I reading? So the book comes with the oracle, okay, with the cards. They are beautiful, wonderful, the most beautiful cards I've ever had, with the beautiful messages. So if you like them, now you know. Rasoli is the author and artist who paints those paintings. I believe he lives in America at the moment. I don't know where. Spirit guide, show me the message for Cancer in this particular specific love message. Let me know if this resonated with you in comments, or at least in part. I really appreciate that. What's the message for Cancer? Open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. So there are things that you have been still focusing on, that you're still holding on, that, or both of you, this is general message, yes, replacing old cycle with a new one, which is a message with a Fool that we have there as well. They want to come back different this time, on a different level, on a different note, best foot forward. So this is, let's read the oracle. There's something that you might be needing to let go of and open your mind based on the past, and this is in general message overruling for the whole reading that we can see. Oh, you with feet willing to move and a mind that is closed. You see what I mean? Mind that is closed. Life rises in one who knows to open the mind as the river flows. Rumi. I'm getting this message strongly for them, and this might be a struggle. They are very intellectual and very much living in their mind, trusting their mind, analytical. So this is a challenge for them. Of course, you might be needing to switch something also, but it is a message. It's a message for everyone. Let's be honest, but it is a strong message to confirm what is happening, possibly what they're going through at the moment. This Hangman is a strong release card, an ability to suddenly see, to release the anxiety, to detach ourselves from the mind in order to be able to perceive the world and the opportunities that we have not been seeing before. A spiritual gift helps you discern and choose wisely. Choice with the Queen of Swords. They've been enlightened. This is enlightenment. This is spiritual awakening they're going through with this Hangman. The light bulb goes on. You are now endowed with the ability to clarify your thought process and bring new light to a situation. Now we have here for you, Cancer, this High Priestess with a Page of Swords. This is a newfound clarity and new clarity for them. The Oracle invites you to boldly open the window of your mind to fresh insights. Integrate your thoughts, place new value on your decisions, and confidently put them into action. Cross watchers. Avoid criticizing beliefs that are contrary to your current ways of thinking. Try to be open-minded and more positive. Analyze the situation and look at all sides of an issue. So I think that's what somebody was doing here. I mean, you're called to do that too. And to see their perspective. Both perspectives need to be understood. When you weigh the pros and cons and stay open, this is weighing pros and cons. The Two of Pentacles. When you weigh the pros and cons and stay open to new ideas, Page of Swords, and fresh ways of doing things, you will surely reap the rewards that you want. When you change an old comfortable belief, you might feel uneasy and afraid for a time. Now, old beliefs and thinking patterns, 8 of Swords, we are stuck in outdated thinking, 9 of Swords as well. I really feel this is a message strongly for this person, so be patient, because this is a thinking even comes here, and I think it's very challenging for them, but they really love you, Cancer, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and that's why they're cracking open from the inside. Spirit, their heart is breaking through their mind, so to speak. It's something is coming through. You see the fresh light, new illumination, new understanding. I think it is a message for you as well, but you are much more emotional, more open, more compassionate, more empathetic. This person has been living in a more closed off belief system, maybe different culture, general, very different view of the world. Apologies, my dog is just a little relocating. So yes, when we change beliefs, we may feel uneasy and afraid for a time. I always repeat that, but you can watch Bashar, perhaps, who talks about beliefs, how are they formed and how they trick us and make it difficult for us to get rid of a belief, because it's going to fight for its life. Belief has life on its own. It's a thought form. And it's going to try to convince you that no, if you change this belief, you're in danger. So there will be the discomfort. Sorry, my dog is coming in the vision, I think. Okay, so we're gonna pause. Sorry about that, kids. They're wanting something from me now, so I better finish and give them attention they need. It's their need. This can make you feel vulnerable and unsure. That's what I was just mentioning. You will feel fear. Know that there is great value, freedom, and kindness in learning and listening to views other than your own. This is this learning. You will find out something. Okay? And you will use your wisdom. There's something that you don't know. It's still hidden from you with a High Priestess. But you have the wisdom to understand it. Inquire. Inquire, listen, allow this person to speak. To be inquisitive and try to understand rather than listening to reply. Okay, it is more open. Listening views other than your own. By opening your mind to new ideas is definitely Page of Swords card as well, will give yourself the chance to explore a broader variety of options. You may not choose to change your belief, but be assured that this attitude opens you to the possibilities and helps you to cooperate with others. That's the Three of Pentacles we've seen in your advice. You are at the beginning of a breakthrough. Set sail for a new horizon. I think this could have been a challenge for you, for them, or for both of you. It could be a message for either side, that maybe there was an old way and repetitive pattern doing something over and over in cycles, and we need to drop this. This person knows that they have been doing something over and over, and it keeps them in the loop, and it doesn't get them anywhere. And they understand that they need to drop whatever this is. This could be a belief. This could be, my way or the highway. And I need to change that because I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm not going to be in any relationship. I am single here, okay? But I also feel love. I want love in my life. And that's why I'm going to have to start do something fresh, something new, even though it feels risky with this Fool. I have a feeling you are much more experienced, you are more in the heart space, and it will be much easier for you to be more open and understanding to this side of the story, Cancer. But I'm sure message applies to you also, especially with this Page of Swords. So understanding maybe the difficulties that they're going through. Mantra suggested, I discern the truth in what I believe. I am open to considering new ideas and thoughts as I seek the highest solution for everyone involved. That everybody has their happiness in mind. That's all I have for you. Let me know if this resonated, please. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't yet. Personal readings are all on 20% discount. Link is below in the description box. And email me if you have any questions. I also do consultancy and coaching. If you're struggling with redirecting your thoughts or manifestation or anything else, everything is on the website. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. I really appreciate you all. Much love and blessings. Namaste.